Right then, here we are, back again, just in time for it to get dark. One sec. So, we are here in, what do I call this place? Coltran. Coltran. Something along those lines. Go through this every time, don't I? Yeah, I need to come up with some better idea about what I call that. Yeah, the general gist of it is we're here. Yeah, that would be the general gist. So here is here. My what is this? Transportation hub. That's what I keep calling it. This is coming along quite well. I think it was just a floor plan when I was last streaming. The original design, or the concept that I had in my head at least, was a little bit different from this. This central piece was going to be a domed roof with the tower pointing up from it. Part of me, on the one hand, I feel like this central, I call them drum towers, I don't know why. Well, you know, other than the fact that they're drum-shaped. Yeah, this was, I think, maybe needed to have been bigger to help with putting a tower coming up from the middle. But I've abandoned the entire domed roof concept because domed glass roofs can be a bit of a pain in the ass to build, or at least shape, figuring out what the actual shape of it's supposed to be. So it's come along like this a little more. I don't know quite what this bit on the top is supposed to be. There's stair access up here. Access through into here. I don't know. There's supposed to be like a griffinry. By this I mean a place where griffins are kept. Obviously then tying into it being a transportation hub, I perceive griffins as being a form of travel used by the Grey Knights extensively. So it's possible that when I carry on up on this section that there will be the griffinry will be sat here, or the landing area for the griffins will be sat here, and that this may be the waiting area for people waiting for their griffins to arrive or be prepared. And then possibly down underneath will be the area where the griffins are actually kept. With this bit here, this floor being the opening area from which the minecarts are accessed. Actually, no, that can't be the case because there's an underground stables. Obviously, I need to clean it out. But yeah, this is going to be actual stables. So yeah, I mean, that's the way it's progressing. We've got the tall tower here for proper tall tower. This building stuck into it. Not quite sure what it's supposed to be. It's like a control center. So they watch incoming craft or something along those lines, maybe. Yeah, so it's not coming along too badly. I didn't actually want to build the tall tower straight away. I wanted to build the whole building up more kind of layer by layer, instead of just putting up whole sections and then moving on to another section. I don't think it makes much difference, but that's just the way that I really wanted to do it at the time. This section is it's kind of just a feeding area, maybe waiting here, and then you just actually make your way through to the departure area, and then this staircase allows you all the way up to the landing platforms for the hovering ships. This is a cargo tower for unloading cargo. This is crew access. The actual cargo is brought here. This is going to be an elevator shaft. And then, so down here we have markings for the canal um, to allow access to boats. Not big boats, but just smaller boats bringing the cargo from the larger ships. An inlet to basically allow for stuff inside. So we probably have warehouse sat here, unloading. As you can see, actually the road is meant to continue across here. We'll go up, down, and then just stop. Then there's going to be some sort of shrine here, a very small shrine, not proper chapel. I'm not intending to continue developing the city at this point in this direction, because at this point it would literally be all housing, and I'm not interested in doing that. I've thought about putting up a second tall tower over, like here, and then like an extended departure lounge or departure area out this way, and allow for a second boat to be docked, but I think that's unnecessary at the moment. My focus is on just completing the transportation hub as it is, and that includes connecting the rail system, which is what I'm not looking forward to. So, yeah, I'm not actually sure what I'm going to do right now. Start with bringing up the actual site. I've been thinking, because this is obviously all solid, there's no glass in this bit, and I think it could do with some. I don't know. Let's conduct an experiment. See. Okay, that arrangement's slightly better. I think it definitely needs some opening up. I mean, it could do with perhaps some decorating. I'm not too sure about how I want to proceed. I did actually have an idea to maybe work the docks up today, because oops. Yeah, I've obviously left the docks behind a little bit in favour of working over and working up the transportation, the actual hovering ship arrival point. Let's see. I'm gonna want to get the drum tower finished. That does remind me, I do need to figure out where exactly the minecart is going. I was thinking possibly the minecart could have come in under here. Not too happy about the idea that the minecart arrivals are coming up inside of the area in which the people leaving by ship are going into. There's also the issue of, if the people coming in by boat, perhaps passengers, how are they being checked in? People monitoring the incoming and outgoing of people. That's got to be done. An advanced empire like this, they have to be monitoring migration or immigration to some degree. So perhaps haven't finished and put in the right things at the moment. What's that going to be? I'm going to do some of this while I still have the enthusiasm for it. It's best to do this sort of stuff in stages. Just, you know, knock out a little bit at a time. keep threatening myself with actually doing this bit by bit as I actually build the tower up, floor by floor, so that it kind of all gets done at once. But I don't know. I think I just have a general dislike of this kind of putting this kind of detail in. So it's very difficult to motivate myself to do it at any point, let alone, you know, the beginning and the end. I'm actually a much better person usually at saving the best for last, so, like, perhaps more in other circumstances, I might actually be more inclined to, do this on the way up, because it is a little bit boring and fiddly, and I'll just get it out of the way so I don't have to think about it anymore. But for some reason I just can't apply that ethic to this situation. It's the same with windows and doors. A couple of builds I've done here over the last couple of weeks, I tried to make a really good effort to put the windows in as I went up on the floors. So I didn't just leave myself with the task at the end of putting them all in. And I did that a couple of times, but then I completely stopped doing it. It's gone dark again. Nobody told me. The decorations on these tall towers can be tricky. I've found that sometimes it can be just over the top. So it's important to know when to stop and when to go. So, like, looking at this, these are okay when they stick out on the flat surface. These ones are less okay. They don't seem to sit quite as well.